The Queen Street bench was a bench at Inglewood High School that all Queen Streets would hang out on or at between classes and lunch breaks. It was where we shared our comedic roots with each other and others. If anyone dared to walk past, they were highly subjecting themselves to harsh criticism in the form of comedy. We were not just gangbangers. We were comedians, entertainers, and original influencers. We single-handedly created the famous hand gestures that were used in many of the 1980s and 1990s black sitcoms. The saying "talk to the hand" that was used like on the Martin Show or Jamie Foxx Show, using that same motion and gesture that we used 10 years before that show was even thought of. The term and word we used was WHOP, W-H-O-P, with the same motions or gestures that were used by many famous actors or actresses during the times I just mentioned. When we would say WHOP, it was equivalent to saying stop it or cut it out. So if a homeboy would walk up and say, "Man, I got straight A's on my report card," if it sounded unbelievable or we didn't believe it, maybe a few homies would be like, "Wow, stop it, cut it out." And that's what it meant. Punishing or clowning a person for lying, exaggerating, etc. Or if we thought they were lying or exaggerating. I remember years ago leaving an Inglewood High School football game held at Sentinel Field in the city of Inglewood. 3 or 4 girls asked me for a ride. I was driving my 1977 red Coupe de Ville Cadillac. They looked like young females that might have been associated with gangbangers or jackers, but I wasn't tripping. I've always been willing to extend a helping hand. So I did that. After arriving at the destination, which I already was familiar with, the girls instructed me to drive down an alleyway, which led to a dead end. At that point, I was fully aware of their mischievous intentions. The girls asked me, "Are you a Crip?" But they used another word to disrespect Crip. I guess because I had a big blue feeler jacket on, it felt that way. So I motioned with my right hand sideways and kind of backwards. And I was like, "Wow." Immediately, soon as I did it, one of the girls was like, "You from Queen Street, huh?" And I'm like, "Right, yeah." Another girl was like, "Girl, how you know he from Queen Street?" And the girl that made mention of it said, "Because that's what they be doing. That's what the Queen Streets do. They be like, wow." I'm like laughing like a mug, but at the same time, just chilling. Then all of a sudden, a couple of their homeboys started walking up. So I hopped out the car. That's when my red belt became visible. I ended up chilling and talking to some of their homies. That night was a good night.